Hello everyone. I think the last video which I posted for writing a basic program in C is helpful for you. Now I am going to discuss about operators in C and also how we are going to use operators in the C program. What are all the operators available in C language? Whatever programming languages, we are having the operators like arithmetic operations, plus, minus, star, division, modulo operator. These are all the arithmetic operators. And we are having the relational operators like AND operator, OR operator. Like that we are having the relational operators and logical AND operator. Logical OR operator is there, and also we are having the conditional operator which can be called as a ternary operator is there, and these are all some of the operators that we are going to use in the programming languages. Okay, so now we will see how we are going to use these type of operators in the C program. Okay, first consider the addition program. I am going to now write the program for performing the addition operation. Okay, so we all know that first we have to include for adding two numbers. The first thing we are going to do is including the header file stdio.h. That is stdio meant for standard input and output, and include is nothing but we are including the predefined library function stdio, right? Now after that we have to add our main function. So whatever program which I am going to write or you are going to write, that must be inside a main function. That main function of any data type. Here I am using the integer data type. So if I am opening the curly brace here, I have to close the curly brace, right? After that, here the new thing which I am going to do is we are using the addition operation. So if I am going to perform addition for two numbers, consider 5 as one number, 4 as one number. So I am going to add the two numbers, that is 5 plus 4, then I will get 9, right? For this basic addition operation, now I am going to perform the program. Okay, so what I have to do is consider this 5 as one value stored in a variable called A. 4 is another value which is going to store in variable called B. So now I am going to use two variables for reading the input, and I am using the another variable sum for storing the value of 5 plus 4. Okay, so for doing this operation we are now writing the program. So first we have to declare the variables. Okay, now I am declaring the A and B and some three variables as of data type int. Int means it is a number. Okay, number data type, that is of a integer data type. Integer data type, how much size it is going to allocate for an integer is 4 bytes of memory. Okay, when I am going to declare a variable as an integer, it is going to store 4 bytes. Okay, so now I am going to declare the variable as of integer data type. So I have here declared as int, and my variable A is equal to the value 5. Okay, here I am assigning the values defaultly. That is called initialization process. Now what I am doing, I am initializing the values to the variable A. Okay, after that what is our another variable? B variable. That B variable is going to store 4. Okay, now I have used two variables for input. What is my third variable that I am going to use is sum. So I have to declare the third variable for output. So now see carefully, we are doing the addition operation on the integer data type. So that I am declaring the int. For example, if I am going to perform the addition on the floating point values, what is meant by floating point? That is real values. 5.4, 4.56, like that. If I am going to perform addition on these kind of values, instead of integer, I am going to declare as float. Okay. So here integer only now I have to declare as int. If it is a real values, I have to declare it as float. Okay. So here we are now performing on only the integer addition. So here we have to declare it as int. That is enough. Okay. Now we have initialized the two values as input. Third value for sum. Now comes the role of operators. What is the role of operator? We all know that here addition operator, that is plus. So what I am going to do? Sum is equal to A plus B, because I have stored the value 5 in A and 4 in B, and for both adding the values I have used plus symbol. So each and every line in the C program should end with a semicolon. So I have given the semicolon here. Okay. Now we have added the values and stored that value in some variable. Now what is our role? We have to print the result. So this is the result. The result is stored in sum. So how I am going to print it? You have to use printf statement for printing the value. In double quotes, you have to give what the thing you are going to display. So now I am going to display sum is equal to. So for me, sum is equal to 9, like that output will be displayed. So I have given sum is equal to. Then for printing the value of this sum, I have to use percentage D. What is the role of percentage D means? It is going to print the value stored in this sum variable. So within this I have to close this double quotes. Here sum equal to is going to print as it is. Instead of percentage D, the value stored in the sum is going to print. So I have give sum. After that semicolon. Okay. So now we have print the value of sum using percentage D. We all know that once I have added the int in the main function, it should add a return statement. So I have given the return 0. So now this is our program for performing the addition of two integer numbers. And the value is stored in sum, that is print using sum is equal to percentage D. Now what will be the output for this? Yes, the output that it is going to print is, this is the output, sum equal to, right? Sum equal to percentage D. Instead of percentage D, sum is value, that is 9 is going to print. So this is the output which we are going to get. Okay. So once we have written the program, our execution starts with the main function. So here I have assigned the two values A and B and the sum is for my output. So you have to declare all the input variables and also the output variables. So I have declared both, and here I have specified the operation that I am going to do. After that I will print the value which I have added, that is sum is equal to %d comma sum. Okay, here I have given int, so that I have given return 0 statement. So output I will get is sum equal to 9. Okay, I think now we have initialized the two values. Yes, that means this program is meant for only adding the value 5 and 4. If I want to change the value of A and B, how I can write the program? For that, I have to do some modifications here. Okay, what are all the modifications that I have to do for reading the values from the user during the runtime? For that, first you have to declare as int, and A is a variable for reading first value, B is a variable for reading the second value. After that, sum is for storing the result. The declaration part is over. Now I have to read the value of A and also read the value of B from the user. That means user has to enter the values. Okay. So for reading the input from the user, I have to use scanf statement. So inside the scanf, within the double quotes, so I am going to read the user values from the user, and I have to store it in some location, right? So that I have to include here %d. This is %d for first value, and again I have to use %d for second value. So I have to close the double quotes and I have put comma. After that I have to mention the location. So ampersand A, ampersand B. After that semicolon. So which means that I am going to read the value of A and B from the user. Okay. So that I have given the %d, comma, location of A and location of B. Now what compiler is going to do? After running this file, it is going to read the value of A and value of B from the user. So now it is not working for 5 and 4 alone. If I am going to give first value as 6, second value as 4, it is working properly. Or I want to give the different values like 10, 20 also, then it is going to work. Okay. That is the difference between the program that I written before and now. What is the modification which I have done? There I have initialized the values to A and B. Now I have assigned just as A, B and reading the input from the user. Okay. Now after this scanf statement, I have to include the operation. So sum is equal to A plus B. Now again the same thing. What is that? In printf statement, I have to add sum is equal to %d, comma. What is the thing that I have to add here? Comma sum, because the output is stored in sum. Okay. So int main function, for that I have to add a return statement. So I have added the return 0 statement. With this, I can close the open brace, and now what is the output here? Any guesses you have like that? So output, how it is going to do? Just in the after, I am going to save this as a add.c. Okay, I am going to save as add.c and I am going to run my file or execute my file. Just the cursor is waiting for the user to enter the input. So user is going to enter the first input as 4, and after leaving a space, he entered the second input as 5. So it will get the output as 9. Okay. So this is basic addition program using integer numbers in C program. Yes, I think when combinedly seeing the last video and this video, you will get a better idea for writing the simple programs in C. Okay, and like last video that I have told you, you just subscribe my channel for the updates, and also not only subscribing is better, if you want to give the updates quickly, then you have to press the bell icon for getting the notifications when I posted the video, and also share the videos if you like. Thank you.